So this is what I currently have Kenobi in, and it's this little bin with the light cut out of the top so that we can keep the humidity stable in there for him while he's still a hatchling. But that's going to get too small for him soon, and I'm trying to prepare for how to take care of him better when he gets a little bigger. And so I bought this. This is a full wooden trunk. Whoever stained it did a very bad job of it. It looks pretty awful. But the right size, I think, to put Kenobi in here. Now, it's all wood in here. And so we need to, before we put dirt in, probably to about this level, before we put dirt in it, we need to make sure that it's waterproof. So I had thought about polyurethane painting the whole inside. I've got plenty of time to allow it to dry so that the gases will be off and it'll be safe. But there's this crack in here. And so I'm gonna have to do some liner. There's a crack kind of starting here as well. It's still solid enough that it will hold the weight of the dirt, but the polyurethane won't do enough. So I'll bring a liner up in here and waterproof it that way. The inside measurements on this is 39.5 inches, 100 centimeters, exactly a meter long. About 44 centimeters or 17 inches wide. You've got lots of depth in here. So it's about 12 inches deep. It's about 30 centimeters deep, but I'm only going to come up to, I think, 15 centimeters here. That's all you need for depth, because Kenobi really likes to dig, so I want to make sure I have enough room for him to dig in here. It might be shallow on one side and have some hills because he likes to climb as well. So, but I want to get this ready before Kenobi is big enough. That way the plants are already established in here by the time I'm putting him in there, and they might just last a little bit longer that way. To line this, I got this 5 foot by 5 foot piece of PVC pond liner. I got it at Home Depot. It was 23 bucks, so still not that expensive. And let's see how it goes in. So you don't necessarily glue all of this down, because the weight of the dirt will keep it down. But you just tack it in at the top with some staples. You don't want to staple down here because that'll ruin the waterproof properties of the liner, defeat the whole purpose of having it. So you just put a couple of staples in around the top, even if you roll it this way and put them on the top here to hold it in. But I think I am going to take off this gear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to work my way down that way. But I think if it's not tacked in, it's just too hard to work with. So I am going to just using some of these lines, these fold lines, so that I can keep it straight. So that the bulk is here in the back and not where you can get stuck in it. So like that. That. It looks like I'm going to be real close to exactly the right size. I just need to but I look there. Okay, then, well, I'm going to start cutting off some of this excess. There. Okay, so now that that's excess is off, I can work with this piece. I think what I'll do is I'll fold it over like this, staple it right in the top, so it's got this fold along here that's doubled up. So that was the manufactured edge, and then I have it folded over all the way along here. My folds go down the back side, so the folds are not inside. Once I fill this up with dirt, it'll look much better. I'll hold it all down, and I was just about a centimeter, maybe 2 centimeters short on that side, but the folds in the back covered it up. And I'll just make sure that's low on that side so that the dirt, he can't reach up there. But other than that, everything looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. Now, one more idea that I might have with this. So if I cut this lid off here, dispose of that half, leave this half as sort of a dark hide on this side, I can build a little bit of a wall up underneath and then just have this covered area that he can run to and hide in with some moss in it, and have that as a safe space for him. So I may cut this. I will consult with some of the experts on the forums and see what they say with that. See if I have any ideas. But yeah, all I'd have to do is cut this, sand it down nicely, and then use the hinges that I already took off to just hinge this one half. And then in here, build a wall that he could climb through with a door, and then have a nice dark area over here, and then my sunny area over here with some plants and a warm hide for him. Well, that's where we are until I can find some dirt and see what I want to do with that lid.